Hello everyone. So in this video I will show you how to perform an experiment which is based on Hall effect in a virtual lab. So to perform this experiment we will go to the web page of Amrita University where we have these experiments of the virtual lab. So now we are in this page, and as I told you, you will have to make an account in order to perform the experiments here. So now I will click on this Hall effect experiment. So again here this experiment, it has two aims. One is to find the Hall effect or like Hall voltage which is developed across the material which we are using, and another is to find the Hall coefficient and carrier concentration of the sample material. So if we know what is a Hall effect, so whenever a current carrying semiconductor is placed in a magnetic field which is perpendicular, then a potential difference is generated, and this potential difference which is generated is called Hall voltage, and this direction is perpendicular to both the applied magnetic field and the current. So now here the theory is given which you can read before performing the experiment, and again a very good theory is given along with the formulas, how the formulas are derived, everything is given here. So this is the final formula which we will use to find the Hall coefficient. So Hall voltage which will be produced, that will be measured in the experiment. T is the thickness of the semiconductor which we will be using, I is the current which is passing through the semiconductor, and B is the applied magnetic field. And in order to find the carrier concentration, this is the relation that we will use. So now I will switch to the procedure tab. So here in the procedure, again two type of procedures are here, one for the real lab and another for the simulation. So you can go through this procedure. Here everything is very clearly mentioned, and before going to the simulator, first you make these tables. There are two tables for this experiment. One is this table and another is this table. So why we require this table is, as we told in the experiment, we need a magnetic field, and we all know in the lab we always produce a magnetic field through a current. So here we will apply some value of current, and then we will note down the magnetic field corresponding to that current. Okay, so I will go to the simulator now. Now this is the setup for your Hall effect experiment. So here it will measure your current. Here this is a Gauss meter. This Gauss meter will read the magnetic field which is produces between these two poles. So the first part will be magnetic field versus current. So now here we can see it is an insert probe. So I will click on it. The probe is here now. Now if I click on this wood part, the probe will be inserted between here, and now right now the current is 1, and this is the corresponding magnetic field 0.148. So you note down this value in your table 1. Similarly, now I will increase the current 2 amperes. Now magnetic field is changed, and of course when you will increase the current, magnetic field corresponding to it will also increase. So like this you can calculate for 3 amperes and then 4 amperes, note down the corresponding values, and 5. So now my part 1 is completed. Now I have the values of the magnetic field. So now I will go for the second part, and now we will click on Hall effect setup. Okay. So now you see, now we have got another probe here which is called Hall probe. So you can see there are 4 wires, 2 are the red color one and other 2 are in the green color. These 2 wires will supply the current to the wafer. Like you can see here, this is the thin wafer of a semiconductor material, and the other 2 wires will measure the voltage corresponding to it. So again now we will insert the Hall probe, and I will put it here. So right now the current 1 ampere, and I know the magnetic field corresponding to this value. Select the material. A range of material is given. Semiconductors and metals are also given here. So I will choose germanium. sample thickness range is given. I will go for this, the lowest value, which is 0.0001 meter, and this is the whole current. So, this is 1, this is the current which is showing here. Now, a very important thing that you need to keep in mind, that this is the current which is used to produce the magnetic field, and this is the Hall current. So, this is the current which is passing through your wafer, semiconductor wafer. Now, I will click on show voltage. It will show me this value, and note down this value in your table 2. So, the magnetic field corresponding to 1 ampere we know, and we will note down this Hall current and this voltage. Likewise, now you will go for 2, note down the voltage, click on 3, note down the voltage. Like this, up to 5 you will note down the corresponding voltage. So, like you can perform all the variants, you can change the different parameters, and you can perform the experiment and you can see the results, because in your physical lab there is a constraint of the time, you have some limited time. So, here you like your all the innovative ideas you can use here. So, if you see here, what we have done is we have changed the magnetic field, because varying this current will change the magnetic field, and for different magnetic field I have kept all other parameters same, and I have calculated the voltage. So, I have put this value, and this is type of table you will get. So, this is current versus this is the current, and this is the magnetic field we obtained, and then these are the values I obtained. So, this is how I calculated the Hall coefficient using the formula. So, similarly, you can repeat the experiment, you can keep this magnetic field constant, and you can change your Hall current. Or another thing what you can do is you can change the thickness, and you can see the effect on the this voltage which is generated, what is the impact of this thickness on the voltage. So, like this it is up to you, you can vary different parameters and you can see the result. Okay. So, and like I told you, in all the experiments they have given a sheet here, you can put your values here also and just substitute the values, and everything will be calculated automatically, right. So, I hope this will be helpful to you to perform the experiments. So, see you next time, keep experimenting. Okay, bye.